Hey guys, Camilo here. Hope you guys are doing fantastically well. And today I got a really cool video for you. We're going to be comparing an original Hermida Audio Zendrive. Now this is really original. This is before Love Pedal. This is before Hermida Audio was even really big. As you can tell, it doesn't even have the silver plate because, as I understand it, Alfonso Hermida used to make them like this in his house. This belongs to a buddy of mine. His name is Kincho Kane, and he purchased this directly from Alfonso's house. So we're going to be comparing an original one to the emulation in the Fractal Axe-Fx 3. We're going to see how close it can get. And let me give you a little bit of backstory as to why this pedal is so big and why you'll find some of these on reverb.com. Basically, Alfonso comes from an engineering background. He used to work for NASA. He basically made one of these pedals after hearing Robin Ford, and he loved that sound, wanted to get it into a pedal. Sent it to Robin. And as the story goes, Robin picked it up as it was, didn't even ask him to tweak anything, put it on his board, went on tour with it, and he's had it ever since. Originally, it was only 3 knobs, missing the voice knob, and then Alfonso sent him the updated one with the voice knob, and Robin's had it ever since. So this is kind of like the Robin Ford Dumble style, Dumble in a box pedal, you know, the first one of them, and then many others came out after that. You know, that's basically a little bit of background story. So a couple of things to keep in mind. Volume, of course, is the level of the pedal. Gain is the drive. Tone, though, is basically a high cut. So if you have it all the way up, you have all your highs and you start to roll the highs off. And then voice kind of tunes to your amp, and it adds or removes a little bit of that low mid, and it actually adds a little bit of gain too. So this works hand in hand with the gain. If you want the most gain, you crank both of these together, not just the gain. So just a couple of things to keep in mind when we start hearing some of the comparison samples. All right, let's go ahead and jump right in and see how close these two can get. Okay guys, so one thing to keep in mind before we jump in. The Zendrive stopped being produced by Hermida Audio several years ago, and actually Love Pedal is now the manufacturer and distributor for the Zendrive. Still under Alfonso, but just keep that in mind. Components may be different depending on which pedal was modeled on the Fractal unit. So let me show you my clean tone. I'm playing a Dumble model on the Fractal. Alright, if I dig in, it breaks up a little bit. And then it cleans up if I play softly. Alright, this is a Fender American Telecaster with a humbucker on the bridge, so that's what we'll play just kind of for that Robin Ford sound. So let me start with the pedal. Everything's flat, and let's hear how it sounds. Nice and creamy. Let's try the unit. Back to the pedal. Back to the unit. Okay, so they sound really close, I think. There's a slight difference, but let's keep messing around with this and see what we get. I'm going to go back to the pedal and crank the gain and see what happens. Let me crank it on the Fractal also so that I can have it ready as soon as I switch. So once again, this is the pedal. Back to the units. So let's dial that back, and now what I'm going to do is I'm going to crank the level. So we're going to hear how the pedal and the unit both push the amp. By the way, I'm plugging in directly to the front of the unit. So this is the pedal once again. Now we're cranking. I dialed the gain back to 12 o'clock, and now we're cranking the level. Fractal. Pedal. Back to the pedal. Right, a little bit of a difference there too. I'm going to set it back to flat, and then what I'm going to do now is turn up the tone. So basically cranking the tone is kind of the equivalent to just all the highs, right? Start with the pedal. Now over to the unit. Back to the pedal. Back to the unit. Alright, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to crank the voice so you can hear what that does. Let me set it up here on the unit too so that I can make a smooth transition for your ears. Sorry. Now over to the unit. So that sounds pretty different, I think. Now the pedal. Now I'm gonna crank the gain now, because the gain and the voice work together. So on both of these. Here's how the pedal sounds. Now the unit. Pedal. Back to the pedal. Alright, so I'm gonna crank the level, the voice, and the gain now. Kind of like just pushing all the gears. See what happens. The unit. I'm going to turn down to see what happens. So this is the unit. Let's crank everything, because why not? It would help if my licks worked. Alright, something else. Alright guys, that's about it. Let me know what you guys think. I think they're pretty darn close. Good enough for me. I mean, if I had the bread to go out and spend on a brand new Zendrive, or if I could just use it on my Fractal, I'd probably pass up on the pedal. So let me know what you think. Make sure to subscribe for new videos, and I will see you soon.